A very warm welcome to our viewers all over the world. It's Ali Jaswal along with my cameraman Tariq Hamid, live from Xinhua. Right now, I'm standing at the Gwadar International Airport. This project, as you can see, is under construction. This project basically is being built by China Airport Construction Group in collaboration with a couple of Chinese companies. This project is part of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor also, and my friend Freddie Gwa will be accompanying me, and he'll be highlighting different prospects of this project and how the things are going on over here. So Freddie, first of all, please introduce yourself.
Hello friends everyone, and this is Freddie. I'm from the Beijing Urban Construction Group Company Limited, and the one of the general construction contractor company and of this airport.
Okay. So Freddie, basically this project is being built by China Airport Construction Group in collaboration with which companies? With which main subcontractors?
And as you know that this project, and we working with the China Railway and the Beijing Engineering Group Company Limited as joint venture. And there is also another management company, the China Airport Construction Company Limited. And we are working together and with other many subcontractors and for this airport project.
So these three companies are basically Chinese state-owned companies?
Yeah, they are China state-owned companies.
Okay, so Freddie, just tell our viewers more about this project. What's so special about China, this Gwadar airport? We have been hearing so much about this airport.
Yes, and for this airport, and firstly, and this is a project implemented by the Chinese side on the grant-in-aid basis, and it showing the friendship and brotherhood of China and Pakistan, and it is also one of the flagship projects on the CPEC. And the third one is about the capacity and also the standards of this airport, and this airport, especially for the runway, and
For the runway?
Yep.
Okay.
The length of the runway is 3,658 meters. The category of this runway is 4F, and according to the ECO standards and the international standards of airports.
And what is this 4F? If just explain it briefly.
Yes, the 4F means the length of the airport and is bigger than 1,800 meters.
So where we are standing right now? Tariq, if you can show the place where we are standing right now. What's this?
The place we are standing now is the apron, and this apron has been completed till now. Apron is for the parking place of airplane. Yes, of the jets.
Okay, so this is where the jets will be parked.
Yes.
And this building which is being constructed here?
The building coming to our site is a passenger terminal building, and it is also, I think, a landmark and in Pakistan, because the shape of this terminal building is like a phoenix, and the flying phoenix, flying bird, flying phoenix.
Okay,
and seems like has a wings after the completion, and we can see the real image of it.
So you mean to say the structure is very unique in shape?
Yep, it is a very unique shape, and in Pakistan. And
in Pakistan. Okay.
Yep.
And you were also telling me something about the 4F. How many other airports does Pakistan has, which has this 4F state of the 4F infrastructure?
I think in Pakistan, as we know that the first one is Islamabad International Airport. The second one is our airport, the Gwadar International Airport.
So prior to this Gwadar International Airport, there was only one, or we can say currently Pakistan has just one 4F airport.
Yeah, the existed 4F airport in Pakistan now is only one in Islamabad. The second one is New Gwadar International Airport. Therefore, this is also the special of this airport.
Okay. And just the brief introduction of this project. When was it started?
This project has been started officially in 31st October 2019. And according to the design, this project will be completed within 36 months. The duration will be 36 months. But as we know that because of pandemic in the whole world, and there will be a bit delay of this project, But now the Chinese side and Pakistan side, and we are working hard and working together to expedite the progress of this airport.
Okay, let's walk also.
Okay.
Freddie, so you just mentioned about the COVID-19 pandemic. So what were the odds you guys faced during the construction? Like somebody was telling me, even that the climate of this region, it's quite hostile. Even the terrain, there is some issue with the terrain because it's a coastal area. There is some issue related to water source salinity and other issues. So what were the odds you guys faced during the construction of this project? Or are still, basically you guys are still facing?
I think recently we can see that the working condition in Gwadar, and it is hard. And the water, the electricity, and also the weather. And I think the many factors from the natural and factors, and also recently because of pandemic, the COVID-19, and the flights and the international flight, domestic flight is affected, and our manpower supply is affected because of this. And also there are many SOPs, the procedures, and for the manpower employing and before the official work of them at project site, because there will be the quarantine and many tests, and all of these factors and influenced us.
Okay. And one more thing I think I forgot to ask. So 4F also means that any big jet can easily land over here, right?
Yeah, and 4F is a standard of the international airport. Till now, I think all types of flights and airplanes available in the world now can land here.
Okay. So during construction, I just like to know more about the odds you guys are facing even right now. So during construction, the climate, as you just mentioned, because somebody was telling me that sandstorms are quite common in this area. So did it slow down the pace of the project?
Honestly speaking, these odds and these challenges and influence the progress of the project. But we also take a lot of positive measures to mitigate the influence. In the daytime, the temperature is high, and it will be difficult and hard for the concrete construction. And we shift this construction into nighttime. And we also considering about the health and the safety and the many factors of the all workers, the laborers, and at project site. And we adjust our working time and gradually. And especially, for example, now this time, and the highest temperature degree and will be around 46. And therefore, we have a rest from 11 and to 3 p.m. like that. And we adjust our working time, and we prolong our working time, or we have our working time shift, and to mitigate the influence.
Oh, okay. Okay, so let's go, and I can see so many Pakistani workers are also here. What kind of working environment over here you find with your fellow Pakistanis?
Here is really a community, and we are working together, and we are living together, and our target is same, and to finish this project and properly and hand over a perfect airport to Pakistan.
Okay. Let's talk to some laborers here, some Pakistani laborers. I would like to know how they feel working here with the Chinese. भाई आएंगे एक मिनट इधर आए ज़रा बात करें. आपका क्या नाम है?
गुलाम माहिदीन.
अच्छा, और आपकी क्या उम्र है?
मुझी उम्र 22 साल.
कितना?
22.
ओके. He's a 22 years old guy. और किधर के रहने वाले हो आप?
Badin.
Okay. He's a local Balochi guy, and he lives in Badin. Badin, I guess Badin is quite close to Gwadar, right? Yes. तो आपको कैसा लगता है यहाँ काम करना, और कैसा यहाँ का माहौल कैसा है काम के हवाले से, और चाइनीज़ के साथ कैसा लगता है?
सही है.
जरा बताएंगे.
काम सही है पे वाले चाइनीज सही है
ठीक है, और चाइनीज़ के साथ सीखने में सिखाते हैं काम, और इस मामले में कैसे हैं चाइनीज़?
चाइनीज सिखाने पे सीखूँ पे कुछ सही है
ठीक है, ठीक है. So you find interest. So he finds it quite. He finds the Chinese people quite cooperative in terms of teaching and cooperating with their fellow staff members. And we have another person. भाई आपका क्या नाम है?
सजावल.
क्या नाम है?
सजावल.
सजावल.
जी
तो
सर.
और क्या उम्र है?
हम मेरी 25-26.
ओके. और आप किधर के रहने वाले हैं?
हम इधर नवाब शाह जिला है.
Nawab Shah. So this guy is basically from Pakistan, Southern Sindh province, and he's 25-26 years old. तो कितने अरसे से यहाँ काम कर रहे हैं और यहाँ का माहौल काम के हवाले से कैसा है?
हम काम सही है, फर्स्ट क्लास है, अल्लाह का शुक्र है, समझे ना. हम लोग का दूसरा दिन है काम.
अच्छा, आप अभी आए हैं, दूसरा दिन है. सही है, ठीक है, ठीक है. तो यहाँ पे वैसे माहौल कैसे, सारे ताउन करते हैं आपके साथ चाइनीज़ का?
सही है चाइनीज फर्स्ट क्लास है. सही है.
So he is very happy the way Chinese cooperate with him, and not just with him, with all the other Pakistani staff also. That's very important, because when you work together, this teamwork, this is very important, not just in construction, in any work. And Freddie, sorry, where are you? Okay. So how do you find working with the Chinese people, working with the Pakistanis?
I think working with Pakistanis, and firstly we have the team, and we have the different groups, and for the electricity and for the civil work, and for every team, every group, and there will be a Chinese technical lead, head, and from one side, and they assign their work and to the Pakistani, the second, and they will teach them gradually.
Okay. So because you know this Balochistan province, this for our viewers, it's a southwestern province of Pakistan. It's quite an underdeveloped province, and so what about the capacity building of these laborers? Because most of them are not very educated, and I don't know whether they are skilled or not within this work. So what about the training and the capacity building of these Pakistani labor? I mean.
And for the training of the Pakistan laborers, also as you see just now, and there will be some skilled, and there will be some unskilled. And for the unskilled laborers, and when they're employed, and initially they can do some basic and easy work, the simple work. Gradually, and there will be the Chinese and teach them, and one by one. And I think many of them will work with us and for a long time. And after a few months and working with Chinese, and their skills will be improved.
Okay. One more thing I would like to ask about the Chinese workers, because there has been pandemic, and due to pandemic, it was, I think, quite difficult for them to travel back to China. And whenever there's a Chinese New Year and other festivals. So how do you guys, what kind of difficulties in this regard these Chinese workers face?
For the Chinese workers, and I think we are here is a community, and we already developed the comprehensive facilities and in this project site, and even in the Chinese Spring Festival, and we will have 1 day or 2 days leave and to celebrate together. And for the long-time working and workers, and we also arrange them and back to China and for vacation like that as their wish.
Okay. So I think I should talk to one more Pakistani person in order to know what about the employment opportunities being generated over in this region, in this Balochistan region. As I have mentioned earlier, that it's an underdeveloped part of Pakistan. So this is very important. Here is the guy. Okay. So Tariq, please follow us. आपका नाम?
अब्दुल शकूर.
अब्दुल शकूर. आप यहाँ क्या करते हैं?
ट्रांसलेटर हूँ. ट्रांसलेटर हूँ चाइनीज़ का. लेबर का ट्रांसलेटर.
क्या करते हैं?
लेबर का ट्रांसलेटर हूँ मैं.
अच्छा, लेबर का ट्रांसलेटर है.
जी.
ठीक. तो मुझे ये बताइएगा, आप किधर के रहने वाले हैं?
मैं जिला घोड़की के रहने वाला हूँ.
किधर का?
जिला घोड़की. मीरपुर मातेलो.
सिंध.
जी, सिंध से.
This guy is also from Pakistan, Southern Sindh province, एंड तो मुझे आप बताएं कि यहाँ पे लोकल्स के लिए जो बलूचिस्तान के लोग हैं उनके लिए कितने यहाँ पे रोज़गार के मौके इस प्रोजेक्ट से शुरू हुए हैं?
इस प्रोजेक्ट से काफ़ी भी जो है ना उसके रोज़गार हुए हैं। जो बंदे बाहर के जो बलूचिस्तान के, मुझे तो पता नहीं बलूचिस्तान के इधर कितने बंदे काम कर रहे हैं। काफ़ी बंदे इधर जो है ना सिंध से हैं, बलूचिस्तान से भी बंदे हैं जो फारिग हैं, इनका कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ठेकेदार से है या कोई भी बंदे से है, फॉरमैन सुपरवाइज़र से हैं, वो फारिग बैठे हुए हैं, उसको कॉल करते हैं, कोई जॉब जिसको जानते होंगे जो कोई भी जॉब उसी जॉब पे वो लगा देते हैं।
So he's saying that so many people, not just from Balochistan but also from the Pakistan Sindh province, has got employment over here, and it has been a big employment opportunity for them. तो वैसे आपको लगता है कि ये यहाँ की ये जो एयरपोर्ट है सिर्फ ये एयरपोर्ट नहीं है कि जो इस इलाके की खुशहाली के लिए भी बहुत इसका अहम किरदार है? इस पर ज़रा बताइएगा।
इस इलाके के लिए भी काफ़ी जो है ना अहम किरदार है, क्योंकि जो ये बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट है पाकिस्तान का, कराची से भी बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट है ये, क्योंकि इसी प्रोजेक्ट के हिसाब से जो है ना बलूचिस्तान की जितनी भी जो है ना पॉपुलेशन है उसके भी ज़्यादा फ़ायदा है। तो उसके भी यही है क्योंकि उनके भी जो जॉब लग जाएंगी, काफ़ी इधर भी जॉब प्रोजेक्ट में जॉब होती हैं, उनको जॉब भी मिल जाएंगी और उनको काफ़ी फैसिलिटी भी मिल जाएगी।
So now he just mentioned that this project is basically providing opportunities and incentives to the local people of Balochistan. Now this is very important, and he's saying it's a mega project, and not just right currently, but in the future also it will have more and more employment opportunities and other benefits also for the local Balochi people, and generally, as we know, it also such projects generate ancillary funds. So I'm very hopeful that it's going to have a lot of opportunities, not just for people of Balochistan, but also for the people of the other part of Pakistan. And Freddie, what do you want to say in the end? How would you conclude it, this project? What are your hopes for it? And for the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor also, because you have been working here for the last, I think, 2-3 years. For how long have you been working here?
Oh, I have been working here almost 3 years, since 2019.
Okay, so ever since the project started?
Yeah, since the beginning of the project.
Okay, so what are your hopes?
My hopes is that, and as we know that this NGI project is one of the important projects, and on the CPEC and also for Pakistan, and here the Chinese and coming to here, Chinese enterprises come to here and working with Pakistan side, and we are we are friends, and we are brothers, and and therefore. And with the collaboration and also the mutual cooperation, and we wish that and we finish this project on time, and we'll hand over a beautiful and modern international airport to Pakistan.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. As the Gwadar port and the city overall is being built by the Chinese into a business center, and in this context, this airport becomes of significant importance for the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, and eventually for the development of Pakistan. If you like our live coverage, please subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook and Twitter channels. Thank you.